Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at one, aka Harmony. Why? Because it's defying the market. It's going the opposite way. It's going up. The rest of the market, as you can clearly see, is well behind and going the other way. So one, what do we got to look at? Let's go in depth today. We're going to start on the daily chart just with our moving averages, and then we'll dive into some other charts. So if you like the video today, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Everything's linked in the description below. Let's get started. Our 21 exponential moving average, our 50-day exponential moving average, 100 and 200. Notice that after being tangled up back in here, we're getting sorted out least to greatest. This is what you want to do to have a potential great move coming ahead. Look at the last time we've done it. Right? Look back here. Early 2021, tangled up, right? Not sorted out. We start sorting 21, 50, 100, 200. Perfect. As soon as we did that, what did we do? Explosive move. What else do we want to look for? A separation of these moving average. Notice the gaps getting wider. That is exactly what you want to see for the big moves. On daily chart, 3-day chart, weekly chart, all of that. Okay, so look at where we are now. Are we going to have an explosive move? Maybe, maybe not. We don't try to predict what's going to happen. We just look at the charts and they tell us what is likely to happen. That's all you have in crypto is the odds to play. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Fugazi, up, down, right? Wall Street? What? No. Okay, next chart. 5-day Gaussian channel. This is what is key for a lot of coins if you want to buy towards the bottom. When we're red, when we're down, nobody wants said coin down in these areas. That's generally where you can make life-changing money. Not buying the tops when everyone's super hyper and everybody wants it. That's not how you make money. You make money when no one wants it. And then you buy solid projects like one. Okay? Could you have done it this year? No. This is the pandemic drop. The lowest you would have gotten is the early part of the year. You could have still gotten it at 0.5 cent. Okay? You missed it. Maybe you didn't. Did you buy here? Be pretty impressed if you did. Okay, 5-day Gaussian channel. We came into it. A lot of coins came down. A lot of coins hit the median line and even came down. A lot of coins came down to the bottom. Harmony didn't get that memo and we actually reversed before even hitting the median. And now we're back out of it and now we're lifting off. This is exactly the kind of bullish sign you want to see. You want to get out of the Gaussian channel as fast as possible and then pull away from it as fast as possible. So great signs ahead for one. Let's go to the next chart. What do we got here? This is our peak. Just something cool that I noted and I want to pass along the info to you. So from bottom to peak, this is what we're measuring. Roughly 154 days, right? 150 days. The next one, bottom to peak. Notice something similar? Now we only have 2 data points here, but we could potentially have 3. If we were to repeat something similar, 150 days, well, our bottom so far, June, I think we can all agree that that's the bottom. And what would 150 days look like? Well, that takes us right to end of November. Thanksgiving for the US folks. Are we going to do it again? Who knows? What could we do? I'm glad you asked. Let's see what these previous moves were. So we'll start down here. See what this was. That was just over 1,000% move in 150 days roughly. How about the next one? A bit bigger. This one was 50, almost over 5,600% move in 150 days. Okay. So what if we did one of those? Let's see. So we start here. So let's say 1,000% by November. Okay. We'll start there. 1,000% gets us to 55 cents. Still 4 or 5x from here even. I think you'd be still pretty happy with that, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's drag this down a little bit and see what a 5,000% move would do again. 5,000% roughly. Okay, 5,600% again. Puts you right shy of $3. That would be insane. Are we going to do that again? I don't know. Are we going to do 1,000% again? I don't know. Like I said, we don't try to predict moves, but I'm showing you what is possible based on previous moves. 1,000% gets you to 55 cents roughly. 5,000% gets you almost to $3 for one. So what will we do now? I don't know. We will watch and see. Are we going to peak out again in November? I don't know. We'll watch and see. But just giving you these types of things to see, because not a lot of people look at that, and maybe for good reason, maybe not for good reason. 2 data points, not enough to go off of. I liked at least 3 to start getting patterns, but similar to note, nice to note. I would like to see how it plays out. We'll watch it and see what we do. It'd be nice to come back and look at this in November and see if we're well on our way to astronomical prices. All right, what's our next chart? Our 21-week or bull market support band is what we call it, right? These 2 lines, it's nothing complex. It's just our 20-week simple moving average in the red and our 21 exponential moving average in the green/yellow. 21, this is on a weekly chart now, so each candle's a week. This is what you want to hold if you want a bigger move. Also, look what's happening here. If we zoom in, we're about to cross here for our exponential over our 20-week simple. Is that a good thing? Well, historically, yes. Most coins need to have those flipped, right? You want your exponential on top because it's moving faster. So that means prices are increasing fast, right? Look at the support. Look at the hold here. 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, right to this band. And then you have your big liftoff. Why? Because you cleared previous all-time high. So what is that looking at? Well, all-time high is 20 cents. Could we lift off before then? Yes. How much slower? I'm glad you asked. Let's go look. Well, one more chart first. Bollinger Bands. I want you, this could be key, right? Look at your Bollinger Bands on your coins and look at multiple time frames, not just one. If you're bullish on all time frames, it's time to pay attention because you could really be rocketing up. Are we doing that now? Yes, let's look at it. This is the daily chart. What do you want to see on Bollinger Bands? You want to see the mouth opening. You want this bottom line to go down and diverge away from the top line. While you're doing this, this is a power move out of 1 on the daily chart. If you can hug this top line, it's a great sign. You don't want to be flirting with this median line, and certainly you don't want to be crossing it. Usually it'll act as support. We kind of hold it on the daily. Let's go look at a different chart and see if we're still bullish as a higher time frame. That's what you want. You don't want to be bullish on a daily and then go to like a 3-day, 5-day, weekly, and then look real bearish, right? Because the big term, you're going down, and day to day could change. But on the opposite side of that, if you're pretty bullish on the daily and you're pretty bullish on the 3-day and the 5-day and the weekly, that's what you want to look for because that's setting up a big move coming. So without further ado, let's go look at the 3-day. 3-day, how's that look? Still really good. Line going down, mouth opening, price action on top of the median line. Excellent sign. How about surely we can't be looking great on the 5-day? Sure we can. We're looking even better, right? Look at the mouth just starting to open. We're just starting. Price action on top. What happens? Look at this. Mouth starting to open, price action on top. Maybe we're in this kind of move right now. Maybe what's happening, we're only right here. Imagine. Okay? How about the weekly? We can't still be bullish. We're still bullish on Bollinger Bands on every single time frame. Look at this. The mouth is starting to open again on a weekly time scale. Now we're at the weekly. Bounced perfectly off of our support on the median line on a weekly time scale. After breaking it, came back down, tested it, held it as support. 1 more week again. Now we're lifting off towards the top with diverging lines away from each other. The mouth is opening on a weekly scale. Big moves potentially can be made here with 1. Be ready. It doesn't mean we have to explode in the next 4 seconds, but likely in the coming days and weeks, 1 is due for a bigger move just based on the charts. Not my opinion. The charts are showing that 1 is due. So that, I wanted to show you that. Let's go to the monthly even. The monthly, okay, maybe we're still okay. Look, the line is even going down a little bit, but I mean, with the volatility, right, the monthly is not going to help us so much right now, but I usually stick to like the daily, the weekly, 3-day. I like all that. So super bullish on every time frame on the Bollinger Bands is exactly what you'd want to see. Now, let's get to the big picture time frame and look at where our explosive move could likely come. The monthly chart, for 1, going back to 2019, June of 2019, where we set our all-time high before dropping off, right, a little bit. Now, when did we make an explosive move? Well, our big move happened after we cleared this. Not necessarily the top of the wick, the body candle. Look at this. We break it, close above it. Next month, minor 630% move. So now we hit make our new local high, come back down. Look what we're doing now. What is this? It's not 20 cents, is it? 17.6. This is the number. If we close September's candle, now this is a monthly, so we got a little bit of patience. But if we close September anywhere above 17.6, if we close with 18 cents or higher, fireworks are due based on just the charts, based on the facts in the charts. This is what you want to see. You take out your previous high. You can look at this, go back on any chart, any coin in history. You can use in the stock market. When you take out previous all-time highs on a big scale, weekly, monthly, this is where you get your explosive moves. Now, is it going to do it in the next day? No, right? It doesn't matter if we do it in the next day. We need to close this in 23 days, 23 and a half days from now. If you see us closing above 18 cents, that's when you're going to get your likely massive move. I don't know if it's going to be 600%. Could be more, could be less, right? So obviously, some big move is coming if we close above this based on the charts. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, Crypto Fear and Greed Index, 79. What does that mean? We're in extreme greed. Can we stay up here for a while? Yeah. Let's go to the year chart and look at it. Look at all this. Look how long we were in extreme greed up here. In the 90s for a long time, right? Look at where we are now. Look at this. Drop, formed our base, back up. Now, let's zoom in a little bit, and we're still within our range here that we formed ever since, August, over a month, right? So let's 79 is our top, which we are now. We've been at 79 before. 70 is our low. As long as we stay range bound, we're still good. If we break this to one side or the other, it's likely we're going to follow that, at least for the short term in price. So if we wake up and we're at 80, we're probably going up for a little bit. If we wake up and we're 60s in the 60s, we're probably going down for a little bit. So we're going to watch this and stay a little bit ahead of everyone else. So let's see what else we got. Quote of the day. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. William Shakespeare, that old guy, that old chestnut. I love that quote. Great quote. Meme of the day. You ready for this one? Stop spending all our money on Bitcoin. 3 years later. On a yacht. I love it. I love this one. Hopefully your wife doesn't, your spouse doesn't abuse you. Hope this isn't real for any of you. But maybe in a couple of years, or maybe already. Maybe you'll be on a yacht watching whatever. I love it. Car of the day. Koenigsegg Regera. Insane. Look at these doors. Blue, yellow, with the door shut. Fantastic. Let's see the rear. Orange. Ooh, pretty nice. Yellow. Oh, man. I think this is my favorite one. Favorite spec right here. Look at all the carbon. You can have one like 3 to 4 million depending on your spec. $1 million in options. Pretty nice. All right. Koenigsegg Regera. Agera, excuse me. There's a Regera and an Agera. This is the A. This is the A. Okay. All right. I'll end it there. Harmony 1. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I want some more of it. I don't know where that's from. The Trump voice and some kind of song. I don't know. We're from the South. I don't know what that has to do with anything. All right. Stop. I'll see you on the next video. Be happy and laugh.